Hello Soul Family, welcome to Alchemy Mystic Healing Messages. Today we're going to try out our first Freestyle Friday to see what the collective needs to know at this time. Anything that needs to be addressed that may not fit into the context of the other readings we do throughout the week. This will not be for any specific zodiac sign. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever this message finds you is when you were meant to receive it. Please utilize your discernment and only take the messages that resonate with you. If you are in need of any additional assistance or support on your spiritual healing and or self-improvement journeys, I am also available for distant Reiki Therapy services. If you would like to learn more about Reiki Therapy, how it may benefit you, and details on the services I provide, all of that information can be found on the channel's community tab. If you stick around to the end of this message, I will let you know how you can save 30% on my Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute distant Reiki therapy session. Alright, you guys, let's see what kind of healing messages the universe has for you today. Alright, we are actually going to do a Celtic Cross reading, which I don't usually do any sort of formal spreads, but today we are doing a bit of a formal spread. At the heart of the reading, we have the Four of Wands, Aries energy, Venus in Aries. There might be a union coming together for those of us who are on our divine paths. There is a possibility that we are going to be following through with our initiation. Crossing this energy is unfortunately the Five of Pentacles. Maybe not unfortunately. There's always two ways to read this. The Five of Pentacles is Taurus energy. One way that we can read it is that we are potentially struggling at this time with our finances, possibly our health. I don't want to speak that into existence for anyone. So only take what resonates, of course, right? The flip side to the situation is that as we go on this initiation, or even as we build our own families, our own foundation, there are people that we may be needing to leave out in the cold. It may be crossing this Four of Wands energy because we may be finding a hard time releasing these energies out of our lives. At the subconscious, the root of the spread is the Eight of Pentacles, self-mastery. So it definitely feels like a personal mission that we are on. Once again, for our people on their divine paths, people within this soul family who are allowing themselves to be guided towards their purpose, and who have been doing the inner work, who have been doing the self-improvement work, who have been doing the spiritual work, right, on their journey. In the recent past, we have the Page of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. I don't think I said that. The Page of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You may have embarked upon something new. You may have embarked upon a new adventure. You may have had a new idea, maybe had some new inspiration potentially. In the crown of the reading, what's potentially on the horizon is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, someone taking inspired action. So it seems as if in the recent past you got some sort of idea or inspiration, and this idea or inspiration is what has been motivating you to almost even prepare for this Four of Wands energy, right? What you are hoping for, what you are trying to manifest. And this Knight of Wands is you taking some sort of inspired action in order to complete this, in order to get to this Four of Wands energy. What do we have for the near future? What is the near future energy for this spread, please and thank you? What is the collective, our soul family, needing to know at this time? What do they need to know for the near future? We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. So Taurus is out here twice. There's something that you're learning about this energy. Because of that, I am once again, getting it twofold. I always get it one way, which is the usual, you've been left out in the cold. Nope, that's my third way now. So there's a possibility that you may have been left out in the cold at some point. This Five of Pentacles is Mercury energy. Mercury being about communication. Mercury being one of the faster planets, if not the fastest planet, if I am not mistaken. It is about being witty. It is about being adaptable. It's about maneuvering situations that aren't necessarily challenging, but definitely require you to think and to, let's say, utilize the resources within your immediate community, right? What the Five of Pentacles asks of us is, even if you are in a difficult situation, whether that's financial difficulty, whether there's, relationships that have been severed, whatever is making you feel down and out or without or in lack, or even if it's poor health, it begs the question from an astrological standpoint, it begs the question whether or not you are going to let that deteriorate other aspects of your life, right? Are you going to use your strength from your other aspects in order to get this back together? Or are you going to let this situation overpower everything else? And I'll give an example. If my money is low, right? If my money is low, am I going to let my money being low impact my emotions? Am I going to become depressed because my money is low, right? Am I going to allow it to impact my mental health, where I'm choosing to maybe not tend to myself in the same manner, or allow it to have me in anxiety, have me worried, things along those lines? Is it going to allow me, is it going to put me in a situation where I allow myself to be impacted by my, allow this situation to impact my spiritual health, right? Am I going to say, well, I've been forsaken and no one or nothing is here to assist me, and I'm down and out, and how can I have faith under these circumstances, right? Are you going to allow one particular situation in one aspect of your life that isn't going well to impact every other aspect, is what the Five of Pentacles asks. The King of Pentacles being in the near future energy is telling me that you are mastering this, right? The King of Pentacles is attached to this Five of Pentacles energy in the sense that they are both Taurus energy. The Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles are all Taurus energy, which is also aligned with the King of Pentacles, right? So you are probably moving into more of a Six of Pentacles energy, where you are finding people, places, and circumstances where you can now see where you can get an equal give and take, right? And what I'm seeing from this is that it's rooted in the fact that you worked on yourself. And now that you've worked on yourself, because this is Virgo energy, this is Sun and Virgo, Hermit is also Virgo energy, about being by yourself, looking inward, right? Now that you've done that by yourself, you can now, with the Knight of Wands energy, pursue something that is outside of you, right? Maybe before you were pursuing things outside of you while you within yourself were not quite whole within yourself. Alright, let's take a look at what the internal influences, external influences, hopes and fears, and final outcome are for this reading. Let's take a look and see what guidance messages the universe has for this soul family today. Please and thank you. Alright. Internal influences, I just called the Hermit. The Hermit comes out. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Yes, you went within, corresponding with this Eight of Pentacles energy. External influences is the Three of Pentacles. All right, so I'm on point today. Hopes and fears, we have Justice. All right, and then final outcome. Come on, somebody. We have the Magician. And I was just speaking about Mercury energy. All right, I feel like I'm on point today. Y'all, if y'all only knew how many messages I had to go through to get to this one. If you only knew. All right, so we were just speaking about the Hermit, and it is now your internal influence, right? So you went within, you said, this is what needs to be fixed, that is what needs to be fixed, right? What put me in this situation? What can be refined within me? What aspects of me have attracted situations where I was maybe put outside of a where people maybe shunned me, where people ostracized me, where people left me to fend for myself when they were supposed to be a part of my support network, right? This King of Pentacles is also even giving me the notion of you now understand what you should be committing to, right? You may not be stepping into this wealth. It's about the lesson. It's about the energy, right? It's not even about a partnership per se, even though the Three of Pentacles is here. But this King of Pentacles is saying that you are now in the embodiment of aligning with the right partnerships, aligning with the people, places, and circumstances that you should be committing to long term. That in that commitment, you will be able to not only sustain yourself, but to grow, right? Energetically, not just in your finances, but in every aspect of your energy, your spiritual energy, your emotional energy, right? All of those wonderful things. External energy, we have the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, a lot of earth energy here, a lot of fire energy. We have a little bit of air, we have zero water. Well, we have the Magician and the Justice. We'll get into that in a second. With the Three of Pentacles, there's a partnership in the environment ready to come in for you. There may even be, the Three of Pentacles is also my freelancer card, my solopreneur card, right? So you may be building a business. Three of Pentacles is also about having a solid foundation. Not the most solid, because the Four of Pentacles is a bit more solid, but I almost like the Three of Pentacles more than the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles cannot be moved, right? And that sounds like it could be good, but it could also be bad. So I'll give you an example of how the Four of Pentacles can be bad, just because I feel inclined to, right? So let's say I own a home, right? The Four of Pentacles is attached to Capricorn energy. I know a Capricorn that owns a home. Their stability, their ability to be abundant in life, right, in their lifestyle, is rooted in the fact that they own their own home outright. And I don't know in the country that they live in if they have to even pay property taxes, right? So it's really like outright own that home. If a war broke out in that country and they had to flee from that home, no one's buying a home in the middle of a war. I can promise you that. Right? The value of the land even is going to depreciate incredibly in the midst of a war. So they even though they have something extremely solid, it can't, there are going to be circumstances, and of course that is a very extreme circumstance, but it is an example that I can give. Let's say it wasn't a war. Let's say it was a flood. Let's say it was something along those lines. Yes, the property may have value, but how much of that value will you be able to extract from it if some level of disaster came that way, right? And so I like the Three of Pentacles better because it is my solopreneur freelancer energy, which means that it has mobility with it. It speaks to your skill and your exchange within a dynamic. So if I have a skill, if I have a proficiency, I can be here, there, or anywhere. I am not fixed to any particular space, which is why I prefer this energy, because I feel like it has more potential to take me to a Ten of Pentacles than a Four of Pentacles does. All right, I'm done with that spiel. Nonetheless, you are now prepared for this partnership, and because you are prepared for it, because you've gone through this introspection and this self-mastery process, this is now in your environment, right? It is now in your alignment. It is now in orbit around you. We have Justice energy as the hopes and fears, which leads me to believe that this Five of Pentacles is something that was done to you. Once again, even if it wasn't your health that was poor, even if it wasn't your finances that were down, there is some situation where people put you out in the cold. Once again, ostracized you, shunned you, something along those lines, especially because it is here with the Four of Wands, right? So you may have been in a home situation and maybe put out of that home. You maybe had a stable foundation and something transpired where it was intentional for someone to try to dismantle your solid foundation, is what I am getting, right? Maybe with the intention of breaking you down spiritually, emotionally, etc. And so what you're hoping for, as you've built yourself back up, you've been focusing on you, which is excellent, but you're hoping that with this shift in your energy, you are also aligning not only with your good karma, but for things to be rectified, right? For there to be balance at a 360 level, not just for you, but for those other individuals. We're not necessarily calling in karma for them, but we are wanting to know within ourselves and in our hearts that when bad things happen to us, that there is a higher power that comes in to rectify that, right? Nonetheless, in this final outcome, we have the Magician Mercury energy, which is both Gemini and Virgo. A lot of Virgo energy out here. Justice is Libra, in case I didn't say it, right? So you are now equipped with all the tools to call in exactly what it is that you need at this time. You can now create and manifest whatever it needs, whatever you need at this time. I am also getting that off of that Three of Pentacles energy, and I feel like that is exactly why you are currently in this King of Pentacles energy. Of course, with this Four of Wands being here, there is a possibility that this could be a potential marriage, especially with this Justice being here. There's once again a potential that this could be a marriage. If that is the case, or a union of some sort, if that is the case, this Page of Wands in the recent past may have been a message between you and someone else. This Knight of Wands may be someone taking inspired action towards you, or you towards them potentially, right? And that would mean that this Hermit is maybe someone looking into how they feel about this union. Would it be cooperative? Will you guys be able to build? Will it be something sustainable long term? What will be your manifestation power? And, you know, what kind of work has been done internally, maybe for them, for you, for both of you, however it may go. But let's see. That is just the alternate potential scenario for this reading if the other did not resonate. But let's see. We're going to get an ancestor message to close this out. We are going to see what message. This is like 5. All right, we're not going to do that. Let's get 1, please, and thank you. All right, this is 2. We'll take the first one. No, we might take both. Let's see. Star Seer. Have you ever headed down towards a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going, and the star she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagined, listen to your intuition and know you have got this. This is wonderful, right? Because maybe, once again, speaking back to this Five of Pentacles energy, this may be what's crossing, you know, your ability to even see what's going on. You may have your head down and just be doing what you need to do to get on your path, to be on your path, to move in the right direction, but you may not quite be in a state just yet where you can see where the results are going to come from or how they're going to come from. So if you guys are needing any encouragement, just know that things are going to pan out, because this partnership, whether it is financial, whether it is your business, whether it is a romantic partner, a business partner, whatever it may be, it is definitely on the horizon. And don't worry so much about the justice. The justice will pan itself out. What's most important is that your justice is coming in for the energy that you have put into the situation, for how you've been able to persevere, for where you have been able to put your focus throughout this situation. All right, I'll give you this last message since it came out. I feel like I have time. It says, shine your light. No one can do as you can, yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we have a lot more to give. It is time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. So that may be this energy right here with this hermit holding the star inside the lantern, examining the star within you. And maybe, once again, if you were in this Five of Pentacles energy where people pushed you out, you may not have seen the benefit of that situation and how it may have propelled you into a dark night of the soul, yes, but why that was necessary for the abundance that you're about to manifest in the very near future. All right, you guys, that is what I have for you today. If you resonate with this message, were able to obtain any clarity, or found it helpful in any other manner, please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to share your story in the comments section. These expressions of gratitude are not only free for you, but they also allow me to develop a deeper connection to your energy. With this deeper connection, I am able to pull messages that are more aligned with your specific situation. I want to thank you guys for being here, and as promised, I have a quick message letting you know how you can save 30% on my Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute distant Reiki therapy session. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste, and this clock is about to hit 22:22. If you look in the description box below, the very last link is labeled 30% discount link. When you select it, it will take you to the Alchemy Mystic shop where you can purchase my distant Reiki therapy services. The Renew, Restore, Revitalize 40-minute session will assist you with grounding and protecting your energy. More specifically, it will help to clear energetic residue associated with past traumatic experiences, allowing you to feel less triggered and positioning you to move forward in a more calm, balanced, and empowered state. This service is performed remotely at the date and time that you schedule your appointment. The service can be performed while you are conducting your everyday activities, with the exception of operating a vehicle or any heavy machinery. I look forward to serving you soon.